Hi everyone, my name's Susanna and welcome to Rainy Day Crochet. Today I'm going to teach you how to crochet the grit stitch, which you can see here in the sample that I made. For this tutorial, you're going to need some yarn. I am using a chunky weight yarn from Paint Box Yarns, and with that yarn I will be using a 6mm hook, which is what it calls for. But you can use just about any yarn that you might have sitting around. Just make sure to use the correct hook size. And then you'll also need a pair of scissors to trim your ends and a darning needle to sew in your ends. Now to get started with grit stitch, we're going to want to create a chain row. And to get started with that, we will create a slip knot in whichever way you're most comfortable with. And then we'll go ahead and slide that onto our hook. And we're going to work an even number of chain stitches. So for this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and do 20. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And of course, you can go ahead and do this to whatever length you would like it to be. Just eyeball it and see what looks good to you. So I should have 20 chains here. And once you have yours, we can go ahead and move on to the next part of this tutorial. Grit stitch is worked in an even number of chains plus 1. So once you have your even number, we're going to go ahead and do one more chain, and this is going to be your turning chain. And now that we have that in place, we can go ahead and get started on our first row. So to start, we're going to want to create a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So using my needle, we can go ahead and look here. Here we have a chain 1 and then the second chain. So go ahead and single crochet into that second chain. So to single crochet, we'll insert our hook, yarn over, pull through our loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So we have that first single crochet in place, and we're going to skip the next chain and work into the next one. So go ahead and insert your hook and yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. And then we're going to work another single crochet into that same chain that we just worked into. So inserting our hook into that same chain, we'll yarn over and pull through and yarn over and pull through 2. And we're just going to keep doing the same thing to the end of the row. So again, skipping the next chain and working into the next one. Go ahead and create a single crochet and then inserting into that same chain, create another single crochet. So I'm going to go ahead and let you continue to the end of your row, and we're going to end up working 2 double crochet into the second to last chain, and then we'll look at what we're going to do in the last chain. Okay, so you should have worked 2 single crochet into the second to last chain. So we have just 1 chain left, and we're going to just work 1 single crochet into that. And that is it for your first row. It should look a little something like this. So now we can go ahead and get started on our second row. So we're going to go ahead and chain 1 and turn our work over. And we are going to single crochet into the top of the first single crochet from the row below. And now we're going to skip the next single crochet and then work 2 single crochet into the next one. And we will repeat just like that for the rest of the row. So again, skipping the next single crochet and 2 single crochet into the next one. So I will go ahead and let you continue this until the very end. And again, we're going to work 2 single crochet into the second to last stitch, and I will show you how to complete this row. So I'll meet up with you there. Okay, so you should have just worked 2 single crochet in the second to last stitch. And so we have this little last stitch here that you can see. You can see there's 2 loops indicating it. So we're going to go ahead and just work our last single crochet into that stitch. And that will complete row 2. And this is how you will work grit stitch for the rest of the pattern. So let's go ahead and do one more row together. Go ahead and chain 1 and turn. And then single crochet into the top of that first single crochet. Skip the next stitch and work into the next one. Working 2 single crochet into that same stitch. Skip the next stitch and then work 2 single crochet into the next one. And we'll continue in that way until the end of the row. And so I will meet you at the end of this row. All right, so we get to the end of the row. We have just one last stitch to work in here. And this is what it looks like. So we're just gonna work a single crochet into the top of that stitch. And this is what your work should start to look like. And that is how grit stitch works. You just keep repeating that pattern until you reach your desired length. And it will look a little something like this. So that's grit stitch. I hope that this tutorial helped. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you found this video helpful, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you around. Thank you so much.